Ladies and gentlemen, it is Soulful Sunday and you're here with Kirsty Ferrugia and Amy Ravel. Do I sound like I could work at Roller City?
Yes.
You know how they always sounded like DJs calling the couples skate and stuff?
Yes. Yes. Anybody else? Hands up if you went to Eltham Roller Rink.
Oh,
in your
every single Friday night.
Years.
Yes. I went every Friday night with my girlfriend and we'd meet other kids there. Oh, it was the best. It was always a bated breath as who was going to do the couple skate together at the end of the night. Did you go, Kirst?
I used to love doing... I didn't go on Friday nights. I'd go occasionally. But I love Eltham Roller Rink. I even go when we're down on during winter holidays. We'll go as a big family.
Wow.
Take the kids to roller rink. It's awesome. I love the reverse skate though, because that's how I learnt to skate, going anti-clockwise.
Really?
Yes. So I'm...
Did you learn to skate in the Northern Hemisphere, maybe?
No, I learnt to skate in Papua New Guinea, and
well, then yes is the answer to that. But not because the water flows the wrong way down the bathtub.
And not because it's in the Northern Hemisphere.
Yes. Sorry.
No, Jackie and I would just go one way around our big long driveway, and it was anti-clockwise. I don't know why we did it. So Jackie and I both like doing reverse skate. And,
that's very cool.
You know, the competitive Thompsons all like to do speed skating as well.
Oh, yeah. I loved the speed skating. Loved it.
Right.
Soulful Sunday.
I want to go get some roller skates.
No, I don't. Along with handstands, I do not wish to break my neck. I repeat, I do not wish to break my neck.
Whereas I can still roller skate and I can do handstands.
Well, aren't you amazing?
Thank you. Thank you for recognising the greatness.
It's amazing that I can even be in the same podcast area as you. Oh. Lucky there's 800 kilometres between us, hey?
Yes.
So it's Soulful Sunday.
Yes,
and we're talking about using the phone.
Yes, it has had a resurgence.
Hasn't it, though?
So we're not giving you something that you're probably not already using. And yes, so this is not a revolutionary idea, people. This is about
You've heard it first here.
Yeah, you heard it first. Do your roller rink calling.
Oh, I don't know if that was the one time only. You heard it first here, ladies and gentlemen. We are teaching you how to use the phone. How was that?
That was great. Oh, dear.
Do you like using the phone, Kirst?
Yeah. I use it all the time. No,
yes,
that's not true. I use it often. But then I also think of Zoom now because we use Zoom every day. Like you and I, that's how we communicate because my internet, my phone reception is not great in my home. So we're often on Zoom and so I think of Zoom now as a phone call. So we haven't had a big learning curve when it comes to doing things on Zoom, have we, Amy?
No, people are like, oh, do you get a subscription? I'm like, oh my gosh, we've given them thousands of dollars. It's the best.
Yes.
We love it.
But I have been using the phone
as
well.
Yeah.
Have you?
I have. I've used it a fair bit more than I normally would. I don't love the phone. I like it that it's mobile, so I'll often do something while I'm on the phone. So I might be dusting or watering plants or putting dishes away. I just like to do something, even if it's just pottering around. So I do like the multitask ability of the telephone.
That's a luxury I just do not have.
What do you mean?
I have to stay in the one room.
Oh, because your reception is so bad.
Because the reception is so bad.
Yes.
So, like, you called me just a couple of minutes ago to say, hey, let's record.
Yeah.
And I was down the other end of my home, and I could have answered on my watch, but it has just as bad a reception as my phone because they're on the same wonderful network.
Yeah.
And so, and I was all like, oh, she's going to hang up before I pick it up. But you didn't.
I didn't. I know well enough to just wait till the end.
Yes. But yes, so I'm often stuck in the same room sitting down, or the only multitasking I can do is be on the computer, which is not very being present, is it?
No, but sometimes, you know, depends who it is. Pre-COVID-19, if you wanted to connect with a friend, would you call them or would you send a text or a message or a WhatsApp or something like that? What was your go-to?
Yeah, probably Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's shifted?
No, I think I still do that.
Okay.
I haven't been calling too many people because I feel like my life hasn't changed that much. So I know that sounds funny, but I just keep it. We're a very, we just, not much has changed for us.
Are you checking in on family?
No.
Okay.
My sister lives on the same block, like my parents and my sister live together on a double block. So my sister, my parents aren't that old, although they are, you know, in the danger zone. But my sister lives like, you know, there's no social distancing from my sister when it concerns my parents. So I know that they're being cared for. So I haven't checked in on them.
Yeah, and my family's exactly the same. My sister lives on a double block with my parents.
Yeah.
And so there's, you know, and my parents are in very high risk. And so, yeah, they're checking in on them. I do call them a couple of times a week. But it's more just as a social catch-up rather than, do you need anything? Are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. Every time I ring my dad anyway, he's like, what can I get you? Do you need anything? I'm like, Dad, stay at home. He's like, oh, I've just been to Bunnings. And I'm like, Dad, stay home. So I have been using the phone.
He hasn't got the memo.
Yep. Love him. He is better. I did give him a bit of a talking to the other day when he wanted to come over and drop off an axe. And I said, we have an axe, Dad. You don't need to leave the house to bring something to me that we don't need, because he knew we were chopping firewood. And so I had a bit of a chat to him about what he was and wasn't meant to do, and he took it in his stride. I was very impressed, actually.
Oh, good one, John.
I have been ringing girlfriends, though, and just kind of doing a bit of a check-in, seeing how they are, particularly girlfriends that I would otherwise have seen every week or two, or girlfriends that I know have more difficult situations than others. So, you know, one of my girlfriends lost her husband a couple of months ago, so she's like navigating everything that's brand new. I've got quite a few friends that are nurses. I've got a few friends that have anxiety disorders. And so I'm checking in with them, a few that are pregnant, quite a few that are pregnant. And so just checking in with them more via phone call than I would text.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm just have no friends at the moment. So.
I wanted to bring that up. In fact, this is a group intervention to say, Kirst, we feel like you need more friends. I'm sure any of our podcast listeners would be happy to get a phone call from you any day.
Yes. Well, I did check in with all of my clients yesterday. So.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to say. Like, you've got to remember that twice a week we have head, heart and home coaching calls. You and I speak every single day. We've got clients that we're checking in on. There is that community that we're experiencing irrespective of making intentional decisions to call people.
Yes. And that's why, Anyway, we wanted to just encourage you all that if you need some community at the moment, you can definitely use your phone to communicate with your loved ones.
And something I wanted to say is call your friends that live on their own. Call your family that live on their own, because I've got family who live on their own, and I've got friends that live on their own, and they're saying it's a really lonely time. Like at the first it was cool because they just got to hang out in their pajamas and work from the bed on their laptop and da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Now they're like, it's weeks and I haven't seen anyone and I'm lonely. So ring those people, I think, and just say hi and just check in, and ring people that you know are vulnerable. There is something about hearing someone's voice that you can be more intuitive than if you're just reading a text or a WhatsApp message. So we encourage you to do that.
How many times have we misconstrued somebody's tone over a text?
Yeah, and you can't hear when someone's really flat over a text because you can fake it. So that is our encouragement to you.
Yay. Yes. Get on the phone, call somebody, and be like, use your intuition. Just start thinking about somebody and just start thinking, who should I ring today? And listen when that voice says, Kirsty.
That's right. And when Kirsty gets 400 calls tomorrow. I love that, Kirst. I think that's really good advice.
Yeah, like it's just listening for, the person that you're meant to be calling or the people that you're meant to be calling.
Yeah.
You know, when you're walking around and you're doing something and then somebody pops into your head, there's always a reason why.
Yes.
So follow your instinct.
Yep.
Follow that call and connect with that person.
And if you're worried,
even if it's not by phone.
Yeah, if you're worried that you're going to call someone and it's going to be a 1-hour phone call and you just don't have the headspace for that, my recommendation is call them 20 minutes before you need to be in a meeting, before you need to go to bed, before your dinner's ready, so that if you are worried about that, you just say, hey, I just had 20 minutes before my dinner's going to be ready and I thought I'd give you a call. And then you're like, hey, dinner's ready. It was great to speak to you. Keep well. Bye. I may or may not have done things like that before.
You do that every day to me.
You know I don't, because we talk through everything.
Oh, no, but I can always tell when you need to go because you start going, yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Yeah. If you could see me, I'd almost be doing like the wind-up thing. Like, come on, we need to wind this phone call up. Not to you personally, of course.
Never. Every day, people, every single day.
The joy of being in business with a efficientist. All right, before we dig a hole any deeper.
Gratitude. What are you grateful for today?
I am grateful for my little friend Annabelle. Annabelle is a 6-year-old friend of mine. She is just the most divine little girl, and she wrote a song the other day about how happy she is and all about the things that she loves, and her dad recorded it and sent it to me, and it just put the biggest smile on my face. So then I recorded a message back telling her, what a lovely song it was and that she should always keep singing the songs that are put on her heart, and it was just one of the best things ever. And she's just such a beautiful kid, and her parents are incredible. So today I am grateful for Annabelle.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I am grateful for a lady named Alexandra. She messages me at always the most perfect time with always the most encouraging words. She has got the gift of encouragement in spades and has got the most amazing way with words. So I'm very grateful for Alexandra today.
Alexandra, Annabelle, listeners, you make our life better. I think we should do this again tomorrow because it's been just a raving success today. What do you think, Kirst?
Maybe let's leave it till Tuesday.
Well, let's drop an episode tomorrow, Smarty Pants, and let's do an ISO episode on Tuesday. Should we do that then?
Yes. What's our episode tomorrow going to be about?
It's called, what is it called? Delayed purchasing?
Yes.
Delayed purchases. Tell us what it's about.
It's about being mindful and intentional around your shopping in all seasons and in this season that we find ourselves in. We actually recorded it before COVID was even a thing. So we just ask for your grace when you listen to it, but also take on board some of the things that or take on board whatever you need to take on board. But we really hope that you use this opportunity to be intentional and thoughtful about all of your purchases.
Yes, indeed. Well, enjoy tomorrow's episode. Don't forget to rate and review our podcast. That helps us to reach more people and it warms the cockles of our hearts.
And we hope, Amy, you get lots of sleep this week.
Oh, baby, I will. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
If you've learnt something awesome today, we'd love you to leave us a review on iTunes or Facebook so others can find our podcast too.
Don't forget you can see the show notes in your podcast app or over at our website, artofdecluttering.com.au. So if there's anything you want more info on, check it out there.
If you'd like to join our supporter community, you can do so over at patreon.com/theartofdecluttering.
We hope you have a great rest of your day
and enjoy the freedom.